students, in present video I am going to explain about 13th problem from consignment accounts topic. I am taking this question from Telangana State Telugu Academy Inter-Secondary Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who want to know about consignment topic. So previous 12 problems videos links are available in the description box. Let us see the question first. Rajani of Nagpur consigned goods to Praveen in Patna. The value of 40,000 rupees invoiced at 25% above the cost. Rajani paid 1500 rupees for carriage and 500 rupees for insurance. Rajani drew a bill on Praveen for 20,000 rupees payable after 3 months and received Praveen's acceptance. Later, Rajani received account sales from Praveen stating the following. Total goods sold for 60,000 rupees and the sales expenses 1,000 rupees and his commission 5% on sales. Praveen deducted all the above and sent a check for remaining balance. Prepare necessary accounts in the books of Rajani and Praveen. This is the question. Let us see the solution for this. Important points of this problem I have written on the board. Rajani is living in Nagpur. She sent goods on consignment to Praveen, who is living in Patna. So here Rajani is called consignor because she is sending goods, and Praveen is known as consignee. Then these goods cost price is 40,000 rupees and Rajani is sending these goods at invoice price. So invoice price is 25% above cost price. So about invoice price concept in 11th problem I explained clearly. So that video link also available in the description box. Then to send these goods, consignor incurred expenses. Carriage 1500, insurance 500. So consignor total expenditure is 2000. And consignor demanded advance from consignee 20,000 rupees. So consignee may pay this advance in 3 forms. In the form of accepting a bills of exchange, in the form of cash, or in the form of check or deed. So here consignor prepared a bills of exchange for this 20,000 rupees and the consignee has given acceptance on that bill. So in the form of bill, consignor received advance from consignee. Then consignee sold all these goods for 60,000 rupees. So all goods are sold, means unsold stock is not there in this question. To sell these goods, consignee incurred expenses. His expenditure is 1,000 rupees. Next, he is entitled to take a commission of 5% on total sales. And for the remaining amount, consignee sent a check to consignor. In question, he is asking us to prepare journal and ledger in the books of Rajani and Praveen. But for intermediate students, only consignor books are important. So in consignor books also, journal entries you need not to write, only ledger accounts. Therefore, I have written only that on the board. So heading is ledger of Rajani, in brackets consignor. So ledger contains accounts now. In consignor's books, in consignor's ledger, we have to prepare 3 accounts. Consignment account, consignee's account, goods sent on consignment account. So in consignment account, we should add consignee's alias name. Consignee, Praveen is living in Patna now. Therefore, Patna consignment account we should write. And consignee's name is Praveen now. So Praveen account is the second account. Third one, goods sent on consignment account. Here, Patna consignment account is a nominal account. So while preparing this account, nominal account rule we should follow. Nominal account rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So consignment business related expenses, losses, debit side we should show, incomes and gains, credit side. Praveen account, with the person name we open this account now, it is a personal account. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. Goods sent on consignment account. Here about goods sent we are going to record. Goods means asset no? So this is a real account. Nominal account, personal account, real account. What is the purpose of preparing partner consignment account? So Rajani is doing this consignment business now. She wants to know in this business profit came or loss came. So to know the profit or loss of consignment business, she prepares consignment account. And what is the purpose of preparing Praveen account? So finally, how much money Praveen should pay to us? To know the due amount, we prepare Praveen account. And goods sent on consignment account is prepared to know the details about goods sent on consignment. So first account, partner consignment account. With this we will start. See, think from Rajani's point of view. Because ledger of Rajani we are preparing now. So in Rajani's books we are preparing accounts. Therefore, our assumption is we are an accountant of Rajani. So from Rajani's point of view, we should analyze all the transactions. First, what happened? She sent goods to Praveen on consignment basis. So this goods cost is an expenditure now. Means debit side we should show. When goods are sent on consignment, debit side we should show. And in particulars column, what to write? To goods sent on consignment account. And you have to show the calculation here. Goods cost price is 40,000 rupees. And the goods are invoiced at 25% above the cost price. So here, when invoice price is given in the question, only invoice price we should show. How that price comes? Cost price of 40,000 plus on 40,000 25%, because cost plus 25%, 400 into 25, 10,000, 10,000 plus 40,000, 50,000. In outer column 50,000 we should write. So actual goods value 40,000. And how much extra we wrote? 10,000. Total 50,000 we have mentioned in the pro forma invoice. So consignee thinks that these goods cost price is 50,000, but actual price is 40,000. To mislead the consignee, in other words, to keep our profit in dark. So we are not revealing the actual cost of the goods sent on consignment. So that is why instead of cost price, we are writing invoice price. So how much extra we wrote here? 10,000. No? That 10,000 is known as loading. And observe the posting. In consignment account, debit side we wrote 2 goods sent on consignment account. If you want to post like this, what should be the journal entry? In partner consignment account, debit side I want to post. Means partner consignment account should be debited. No? Partner consignment account data. 2. What we wrote in particulars column? Goods sent on consignment account. So this word we should credit. Goods sent on consignment account. So in consignor's books, when goods are sent on consignment, what is the journal entry? Partner consignment account after goods sent on consignment account. So partner consignment account is debited. Therefore, in consignment account, debit side we are posting. What to write in particulars column? Other account, that is goods sent on consignment account. And goods sent on consignment account also we are preparing now. So in this account also that entry we should post, because we created goods sent on consignment account. We said we have to post in journal entry. We credited goods sent on consignment, means credit side we should post. What to write in particulars column? Debit account name, partner consignment account. So here by partner consignment account, same amount 50,000 rupees. Come to next transaction. To send these goods, consign or incurred expenditure now. Carriage 1500, insurance 500. So for these 2 expenses, you need not to write 2 separate journal entries. Only 1 entry is enough. And this is expenditure. 2000 is expenditure. Consignment business related expenditure. So in this account, expenses debit side we should show now, because it is a nominal account. How much is the total expenditure? 2000 rupees. And in particulars column what to write? In partner consignment account, debit side you are writing means, while writing the journal entry, Partner consignment account should be debited. No? Partner consignment account debtor 2. Which account we should credit? I am consignor. I am paying this expenditure. So I may pay in cash form or from my bank account through Google Pay, Phone Pay, net banking, card payment, etc. So our assumption is through bank account I am paying this amount. Means bank account is a personal account now because with the firm name we opened. So personal account rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Bank is a giver, means we should credit bank account. So to bank account. This is the journal entry for consignor's expenses in consignor's books. Now partner consignment account we are preparing. That account is debited. So this entry debit side we should post. And what to write in particulars column? Credit account name to bank account. How this 2000 came? Show in inner column 1500 plus 500. So what is the journal entry? Partner consignment account to bank account. In partner consignment account we posted. Second time we should post in bank account. But here bank account we are not preparing. So you need not to show second time posting. Next what happened? Rajini prepared a bill worth 20,000 rupees on Praveen and she received acceptance. So advance is coming in the form of a bills of exchange. For this we should write the next entry. See, Rajini asked advance to Praveen. So Praveen has to pay 20,000 rupees advance. Means for this 20,000 Praveen is becoming a debtor. No? Debtor means asset. Asset shows a debit balance. So when we request him to pay the advance, he becomes a debtor. Means in our books, his account will be debited. Praveen account debtor. And we want a written proof for that. So we prepared a bills of exchange and we received acceptance from Praveen. He signed on that and he returned that to us. So what happened here? Praveen debtor, this asset is converted into another asset, that is bills receivable. So when we demanded advance, debtor asset is created. When we prepared a bills of exchange on the debtor and we received acceptance, same debtor asset is converted into bills receivable asset. So while writing this bills receivable related entry, what we should do? This debtor account we should cancel. Because debtor is converted to bills receivable now. To create we debited Praveen account. If you want to cancel, you have to credit to Praveen account. And Praveen account, debtor account is converted into bills receivable account now. Bills receivable means asset. So for consignor, on this bill in future money is going to come. That is why bills receivable. So from consignor's point of view, if you think, for him this bills of exchange becomes bills payable. Because in future he has to pay the money, no? So in consignor's books we are writing, that is why bills receivable what we should write. So a bills receivable new asset is created here. Bills receivable is also asset, no? Asset shows a debit balance. If you want to create any asset, by debiting you can create it. So bills receivable account debtor to Praveen account. This is the entry for receiving acceptance. And here consignment word is not there. Means this entry we need not to post in consignment account. Praveen account is credited. We are preparing Praveen account now. So in Praveen account credit side we should post this entry. And what to write in particulars column? Other side account name, debit side account name. We debited bills receivable now, write down that. By bills receivable account. Advance amount is 20,000 rupees. Next what happened? Consignee sold entire goods for 60,000 rupees. Now for sales we should write the journal entry. So for consignment business, sale is income now. Income in consignment account credit side we should show now. So he sold it for 60,000 rupees. 60,000 on credit side. If you want to post like this, while writing the journal entry, partner consignment account should be credited now. And which account we should debit? Who sold these goods? Praveen sold. Our agent, no, he sold the goods. In future, he should pay that 60,000 to us. So from Praveen, 60,000 money should come. For this 60,000, Praveen is becoming a debtor. So debtor means asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Therefore, we should debit Praveen account. So Praveen account debtor to partner consignment account. This is entry for sales in consignors books. Praveen account we are preparing, partner consignment account we are preparing. Partner consignment account is created now. So credit side, we should post this. We debited Praveen account, write that. By Praveen account, 60,000. Praveen account is debited. So in Praveen account, debit side we should post. We credited partner consignment now, write that. To partner consignment account, 60,000 rupees. Sales completed. Next come to consignee's expenditure, 1,000 rupees. So for consignment business, this is an expenditure. Expenditure means we should debit now. Amount is 1,000 rupees. In consignment account, we are debiting. Means while writing the journal entry, partner consignment account should be debited. Then only debit side we can post. 2. For consignor's expenses 2,000, we wrote bank because consignor is paying. So from consignor's bank account, money is going. But this 1,000 rupee who paid? Consignee, no. At present, consignee is paying. But in future, we have to return that 1,000 to him because our goods only in favor of us only he is selling, no. So he need not to bear that from his own pocket. Finally, we have to bear it. So in future, we have to return this 1,000 rupees to Praveen. For 1,000 rupees, Praveen is becoming a creditor. So creditor means liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, we should credit Praveen account. So for consignee's expenditure entry is partner consignment account to Praveen account. Partner consignment account is debited. So in partner consignment account, debit side we should post. 2. We created Praveen now. Write that. To Praveen account, 1,000 rupees. In Praveen account, we should credit by partner consignment account. Amount is 1,000 rupees. Next, consignee's commission, 5%. So to consignment business, this commission is expenditure now. Because consignor has to pay to consignee. Expenditure means in consignment account debit side. So debit side we should write. Means in journal entry also partner consignment account should be debited. And we are not paying now. From 60,000 in future Praveen will deduct. Praveen deducts his advance 20,000, his expenditure 1,000, his commission 5%. So not for commission paid. For commission to be paid, we are writing entry now. So to whom we have to pay this commission? To Praveen. Means for commission also, just like consignee's expenses, consignee is becoming a creditor now. So we have to pay consignee's expenses, we have to pay consignee's commission. So for both same entry comes. For consignee's commission also same entry. So consignment account is debited because it is an expenditure to the consignment business. Consignee's account is created because for this commission amount he is becoming a creditor. Creditor means liability. Liability shows a credit balance. That is why we are creating. Now same posting. Consignment account is debited. So debit side to Praveen account. We should calculate commission. On sales we have to calculate 60,000 into 5%, 3,000 rupees. Praveen account is created. So in Praveen account, credit side by partner consignment account, same amount, 3,000 rupees. Now, all these transactions we have posted. Next come to loading adjustment. So unsold stock is not there now. Therefore, unsold stock calculation is not required. Loading in unsold stock adjustment is also not required. But In goods sent on consignment, loading is there no? Actually 40,000 we should write. But to mislead the consignee, we wrote 50,000. 10,000 extra wantedly we are showing. But with this wrong value, if you prepare consignment account, you cannot know the correct profit. No? So to know the correct profit, this error we should rectify. So 10,000 extra we wrote here. That loading we should cancel. In accounts, how to cancel? Debit amount if you want to cancel, you have to credit that. And vice versa. Credit amount if you want to cancel, you have to debit it. So in 50,000, 10,000 I want to cancel. That is why 10,000 I credited in consignment account. And what to write for that? Reverse entry of this first entry. When goods are sent on consignment, we wrote partner consignment account at goods sent on consignment account entry. So to cancel the loading 10,000 rupees, reverse entry we should pass. Goods sent on consignment account data to partner consignment. Partner consignment is created now. That is why in partner consignment account credit side we should post. And we debited goods sent on consignment, write that. By goods sent on consignment account. Same entry comes in goods sent on consignment account also no. In entry, goods sent on consignment is debited. So in goods sent on consignment account, debit side we should post. And in entry we created partner consignment. That word you should write here. To partner consignment account, 10,000 rupees. How this 10,000 came? Show in brackets. Goods sent on consignment. Total goods sent. Invoice price is 50,000 no? Minus cost price of total goods sent on consignment is 40,000. 50,000 minus 40,000, 10,000. Loading. We are cancelled. Now adjustment is also completed. Finally, these three accounts we should close. First, consignment account. Credit total is more than debit total. So in rough notes, we have to calculate the totals. Credit total is 70,000 rupees minus debit total 56,000 rupees. Difference is 14,000. Debit total is less. So debit side we should write this 14,000. This is our answer. What to write for this? What is the meaning of this answer? Credit side we wrote incomes. Debit side we wrote expenditure. Income total is more than expenditure total. Means the difference is profit no. So in consignment business, Rajini earned a profit of 14,000 rupees. This profit we should transfer to profit and loss account. So for this 14,000 you have to write to profit and loss account. Means what is the journal entry for consignment profit in consignor's books? Partner consignment account data to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account we are not preparing here. Therefore second time posting you need not to show. Two side totals, highest total 70,000 rupees. Come to consignee's account. So consignee sold our goods for 60,000 rupees. Means consignee has to pay 60,000 rupees. But in 60,000 rupees, already 20,000 advance he paid. His expenditure 1,000 he will deduct. His commission 3,000 he will deduct. Remaining amount only he pays no. So that remaining amount we should calculate. Debit total 60,000 minus credit total 24,000, 36,000 rupees. How he paid this due amount? Through a check. Therefore, for this due amount we should write by bank 36,000 rupees. Suppose he paid this due amount in the form of cash. Then here you should write by cash. If he pays through a DD, by bank. If he accepts a bill for this, by bills receivable. Okay. Now finally two sides write down the highest total. Debit total 60,000 rupees. Consignee's account is completed. Next come to goods sent on consignment account. Credit total 50,000. Debit total 10,000. So credit total is more than debit total. 50,000 minus 10,000, 40,000. Where the total is less? Debit side. So debit side, write this difference 40,000. and this 40,000 balance in goods and on consignment account we should transfer to trading account. So here you have to write trading account. Two sides total, highest total 50,000 rupees. So what is the journal entry for this due amount? In Praveen account, credit side we wrote bank. So what is the entry for this? Bank account data to Praveen account. And what is the entry for this 40,000? In goods and on consignment account, debit side we wrote trading account. If you want to post like this, entry is goods and on consignment account data to trading account. And instead of using journal entries, without using journal entries, how to do this? Let me explain that also. See, consignment account, remember the rule, it is a nominal account, debit side expenses, credit side incomes. So 50,000 worth goods we are sending, means 50,000 represents cost, no? It is expenditure, no? That is why debit. Consign or expenditure 2,000, expenditure, no? So debit. Consignee expenditure, so debit. To consignee we have to pay 3,000 commission. For consignment business this is expenditure, no? Therefore debit. Sales, for consignment business income, no? So credit. And loading, no? This is reverse entry. In 50,000, 10,000 we are cancelling. That is why credit side we wrote. Okay. For answer you have to write P&L account. Over. So I have not used any journal entry. Come to Praveen account. Without using journal entries, without thinking like that, how to prepare Praveen account? Let us see. Debit side, search for Praveen. To Praveen 1,000 rupees. To Praveen 3,000 rupees. So we follow double entry system now. According to that, in one account if you debit, in another account we have to credit. In consignment account we debited Praveen with 1,000 and 3,000. So in Praveen account we should credit them. See, credit side 1,000, 3,000. So these two debit amounts 1,000, 3,000. Credit side we wrote. And for these two, what to write in particulars column? We are taking these two amounts from partner consignment account now. So write that word by partner consignment, by partner consignment. No need to think about the journal entries. Next, credit side. Praveen word we wrote for 60,000 now. In consignment account we credited. So in Praveen account we should debit now. So debit side same 60,000 comes. And from which account you are taking this 60,000? From partner consignment account. Therefore write down that word to partner consignment account. And the extra amount is this one, 20,000 bill. This you have to separately remember. So advance, it doesn't come in consignment account. Comes only in consignee's account. In consignee account, advance always which side? Credit side. And for this is the due amount, no? For due amount, bank or cash or bills receivable. Next come to goods and on consignment. In consignment account, for 50,000 debit side we wrote no two goods and on consignment. So same 50,000 in goods and on consignment account, credit side we are writing. And from which account you brought this 50,000? Partner consignment account. So in particulars column write down that account name. Similarly come to credit. For this 10,000 also we wrote goods and on consignment. So credit side we wrote here. Same 10,000 in goods and on consignment account, debit side we should write. From which account we are bringing? Partner consignment. So here write that word to partner consignment account. Finally for answer, trading account. So without using journal entries also we can prepare the account like this. First prepare consignment account. Expenses, debit side, incomes, credit side. Then based on consignment account, remaining two accounts also easily you can prepare. So debit amounts credit side we should write, credit amounts debit side we should write. So this is all about 13th problem from consignment accounts topic. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.